I already pre-drew them for you. So on the first one, it says 2 groups of -3. Here's one group of -3. Here's 2 groups of -3. So what is my answer? -6, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negatives. So my answer is -6. Okay, over here, I need to draw 6 groups of -1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer is -6. Okay, on this one, I need to take away 2 groups of 4. You start off with nothing to take away, right?
Yeah.
So I drew in my 0 pairs. If I take away 2 groups of -4, there's 1 group of -4. There's 2 groups of -4, and I'm taking them away. So I'm left with +8. Because I need to take away 2 groups of, oh, sorry, I did that one wrong. Thank you, Brock.
Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha.
Wait, so you take away the positive?
So I start with my 0 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you, Brock. Okay, so I need to take away 2 groups of +4. So here's 1 group, here's 2 groups. I take them away, I'm left with -8 or 8 negatives. Sorry. Thanks for correcting that. Number 4, I need to take away 1 group of 5. I didn't have anything to start with, so I added 5 0 pairs. I take away 1 group of +5, and I'm left with -5. Okay. Number 5, I need to take away 4 groups of 2. I don't have anything to take away, so I made 0 pairs. If I take away 4 groups of 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 8 negatives, or -8.
You naughty person.
On number 6, I need to take away 2 groups of -4. So I made 0 pairs. I take away 1 group of -4. I take away 2 groups of -4. I'm left with +8 this time. On number 7, I need to take away 3 groups of -1. Here's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and I'm taking them away. So I'm left with +3. On number 8, I need to take away 6 groups of -2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then I'm left with 12 positive. So my answer is +12. Okay, so I hope you were fixing that if you didn't get those.
I figured it out.
So then the last question, no one should be talking because I'm talking. The last question says, what do your models show about removing sets of positive counters? So when we removed sets of positive counters, what did we get?
Negatives.
Okay, so when you remove sets of positive counters, the result is negative. So I'd write that down on number 9. When you remove sets of positive counters, the results are negative. How about when you remove sets of negative counters?
You get a positive.
Okay, so when you remove sets of negative counters, the results is positive, or are positive. The results are positive. When you remove sets of negative counters, the results are positive. When you get that written on number 9, flip the page.
Oh, these ones here.
Going to be your homework. You need to complete the chart. The first one's done for you. So right here in the multiplication expression 2 times 6, are the both positive, one negative, or are they both negative?
Positive.
They're both positive, so they have the same signs. Okay, 2 times 6 is 12. So then was my answer positive or negative? Positive. Okay, so on this one, are my signs the same or different?
Different.
Okay, so I would write different. And what is the answer? If you don't know, you draw it out. Brock?
It would be.
If I make 7 groups of negative 2,
It would be positive 14.
if I make
Wait.
7 groups of
Oh.
2 negatives, okay.
I'm confused with this one.
Okay, so I made 7 groups of 2 negatives.
Okay.
So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
Oh,
14.
wait.
And are they positive or negative?
It's negative.
Negative. So we would have negative 14.
I forgot you don't take away after the first number is positive.
Right. Okay, so then was my answer positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay.
I just put me.
Some of you, like for example, this one and this one, if you would like to rewrite them as 6 times negative 3, so I make 6 groups of negative 3, that's the commutative property, and you can move numbers, right, in the commutative property and you get the same answer. So I think it's easier when you have to just build it. So it's easier for me to just build 5 groups of negative 2. So if you want to move them around so that your positive comes first, you can do that. You get the same answer. This one right here, and this one right here, you might have to draw out your 0 pairs and take away your negatives to see what you get. Okay? So you're going to fill in that chart. Questions on that chart? What?
Why?
You're going to fill in the chart. So what's your question?
I forgot.
Okay.
So it's just the chart that's homework?
Nope. Number 17, you need to study the pattern in the table and write a rule. So this is where you can come up with a rule. And then you need to see if your rule works by finding this answer right here, 3 times negative 7 using counters. Okay, so you need to draw that one out still. Then on number 18, it says write a real world problem where you get the expression negative 5 times 4. Okay, I don't want you to rewrite 4 times negative 5, because yes, that's true, but that's not a real world example. So the book has, Jack withdraws $5 each week for 4 weeks from his savings account. When you withdraw something, do you take it out or put it in? Okay, so we took out $5 each week for 4 weeks. So does that expression work? Okay, so you would write out the part where it says Jack withdraws. That would be your answer, the story problem, not the expression. Okay? And then on number 19, you're finally going to come up with our final rule and answer our inquiry lab question, which was, when is the product of 2 integers a positive and when is the product a negative? So you're going to write the final rule that we will be able to use in class tomorrow. Okay, the rest of this is homework. It is due tomorrow at the beginning of class.